Former President Donald Trump was slapped with a gag order earlier this morning. Judge Tanya Chutkan issued the partial order during a Monday morning hearing which bars Trump from attacking special counsel Jack Smith's prosecutors, court staff, and potential witnesses as he waits trial for accusations that he illegally conspired to overturn the 2020 election defeat. Now, Chutkan opposed a ruling after Smith's team raised concerns that Trump's incendiary public statements could compromise the integrity of the case. So, look, Trump, by the way, Trump was not at this hearing. It was Trump's lawyer who made a bunch of ridiculous arguments. I'll get to those in another segment, where basically he was literally laughed at by the judge. And so, now, look, the crux of this was Chutkan did not want the case compromised with witness intimidation. And that's what it is. Look, Donald Trump's a public figure. He's got a lot of power, not unlike the I can legislate, because he's obviously not in power at the moment, but he does have essentially a gigantic megaphone, okay? And it's not just social media, of course, it's news. It's the things that he says that gets amplified. The things that he says, people hear about. And so that's a lot of power, a lot of power. And the things that he says, in some cases, gets acted upon in a way that maybe is expected, although they would claim unexpected. Oh, we didn't think that was going to happen. A case in point, of course, when people started calling the courthouse and were spewing racist threats. Yeah. So this is the courthouse that Trump was, of course, at, one of the venues. So now, those are not the best people. Trump's not sending his best, or maybe he is, and that's actually even worse when you think about it. But speaking of the worst people, Trump campaign head Jason Miller decided to weigh in. Of course, this is the official Trump campaign, okay? He declared this decision a quote-unquote absolute abomination. Another partisan knife stuck in the heart of our democracy by crooked Joe Biden, who's granted the right to muzzle his political opponent. Not true. The leading candidate for the president in 2024, and the most popular political leader in America. Not even true. Not even close. But it's funny how he left out the part where Trump is a criminal defendant in a pretrial release. So, you know, kind of important context here when we're talking about, you know, gag orders when it comes to attacking potential witnesses. Look, she has the power to do this, and yes, it does not infringe upon his First Amendment rights. Nonetheless, Miller continued by saying, President Trump will continue to fight for our Constitution, the American people's right to support him, and to keep our country free of the chains of weaponized and targeted law enforcement. Okay, for one, who is infringing on people's right to support Trump? I mean, there's a lot of people, yes, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who support Trump. They have the right to do so. I don't think very highly of them, but I don't think that matters to them at all. Again, there's nobody saying that you don't have a right to support Trump. Even if he's a criminal, people are still going to go and support him. Well, you know, and it boggles my mind, but there's no legal way that you can have people not support him. It doesn't make any sense. Now, the other stuff, of course, is absurd. There's no weaponization going on here against Trump. I know he thinks that it's happening because, oh my God, they're actually looking at my potential crimes. Must be a weaponization. Or maybe you did potential crimes. You know, and they need to, you know, have a trial on that. Now, shortly after Miller's post, Trump then decided to go on you know where.
Truth essential.
To personally blast the order. Now, he just said simply, we'll appeal the gag order ruling. Witch hunt. Perfectly fine. Doesn't violate the gag order. And then said, a terrible thing happened to democracy today. Gag order. And then that's it. Well, both of those things, by the way, perfectly fine. Things for you to say. Does not violate the gag order at all. And also gets his feelings across. So you can't really say freedom of speech has been violated by this gag order when he's saying these things, which again shows his feeling, which on, you can say that all you want. The thing that you can't do is go after, potential witnesses. You can't do that. Look, here's the thing. Shutting Trump up, in this case, might actually be one of the better things, not just for America, but for his own case. For him. Again, this is a guy who regularly admits crime out in the open whenever he talks about his cases. So it actually might help him not incriminate himself. Interesting. But look, I'm going to go into some speculation here. I don't think it's too far of a stretch that Trump is just using this latest gag order as a way to extend his victimhood and, of course, to raise money. I really don't think I'm, again, out of bounds in suggesting that because it's pretty much what he does with everything. So, claiming to be the victim and then raising money off the victimhood. There it is. Because, of course, that said, the real question here that I have is, how long will this last? Right now, those two statements that he put out on Truth Social, totally fine. Doesn't break the rules at all. But how long? How long? When will the dam break? Because he's already in a rage. If you're at Mar-a-Lago, watch out for flying hamburgers, okay? Watch out for the ketchup. Just, be careful if you're there. Be out of the line of sight, okay, when serving lunch. That's all I got to say on that. When is this dam going to break? When is he going to explode? I don't know. But I'm guessing it won't take him very long.